going on, Jerome? So obviously, we still believe that Jonathan James McCarthy is still indeed the future franchise quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, the Michigan man. Hail to the Vic. All right, just some ups and downs. Couple ups. The first Bears game, the Lions game, went on the road. Also, should have been the game-winning drive against the Bears second time around, but it is what it is. And he's a certified football psycho. I feel like sometimes he's just got to amp it down a little bit during the game. I mean, you can have this for the fourth quarter, man, but, you know. And Tom Brady, seal of approval, all this stuff, LFG. And also, I don't know why we have this one. Doug the Thug. Pick 69, it's hilarious. Great movie, by the way. It's really good. But McCarthy so far this season. So, in-game with your eyeballs, like you can see the highs, you can see the progression of him as a signal caller from the neck up, right? All of the pre-snap stuff, in and out of the huddle, getting the play out, making checks at the line, making the right decisions, all good to go. But arm-wise, so he can throw it 100 miles an hour, we know that, but touch-wise, accuracy-wise, it's a little over the map, right? And it does come down to footwork and mechanics. And McCarthy, which, by the way, I feel like this is wasted on most people. Like, The Mechanic is actually a good movie. You know, Jason Statham, but The Mechanics with 9, right? And McCarthy fed the local media Jackals and was actually pretty open about everything that's going on with his accuracy, mechanics, and whatnot. And, you know, he could have just filibustered this away. You know, we're just trying to put in the work and stack up good days and, you know, be a warrior in the garden or the gardener in the war. No, he didn't. Kevin Seifert, ESPN, who's not Carl Gerbschmidt. J.J. McCarthy today, I kind of may make the analogy of just a cork about to come off a bottle, just understanding that it's one of 3 little things that I need to change about my game that is going to make a huge difference in the outcome of every single drive in the game. Continued. Gessling Strib. J.J. McCarthy's mechanics have been a frequent topic lately. On Wednesday, the Vikings quarterback said, blah, blah, blah. If it's a different style than what he grew up with. I don't know. I guess his quarterback's coach calling CC a clown. Maybe that's part of it. But it's very new, he said. Coming in here, I was taught how to play quarterback in a very different way, and that's expected going into the league, going into any new team, any new system. But at the end of the day, it was really just the injuries that I felt like took away from all those reps to make those a habit and make them concrete. Also, what's really stupid, too, is, you know, some people are like, well, I mean, he's played 5 games out of 27, and so the best ability is availability, which I understand, but also he's 22. He had, you know, 2 bolt of lightning out of nowhere injuries, and not having those reps, whether in practice or in games or preseason games, he certainly has not helped, right? So now he's trying to break down his mechanics and build them back up on the fly. You know, Kevin O'Connell, trust Josh McCown do that. But, you know, McCarthy, whether it's high school, I'm sure that he had a similar reckoning going from high school to Michigan, where, you know, I'm sure that there was different techniques of how they wanted him to approach things on offense, just as there was jumping from Michigan to the NFL. And he continued. Guessing again. McCarthy said that he's out walking his dogs, like a dog's in the street. Yep. He'll try to sneak in an extra 10 reps with his dropbacks and delivery footwork. And then his dogs bat the passes at the line of scrimmage. Vikings, here comes Ryan Wright, punt, 4th and 9. You know, you're rewiring neurological pathways. Pretty sure he's the only quarterback who dropped a neurological pathways today. And that's not something that happens overnight. So just understanding and giving myself that grace, that patience. I might not have it today, but it's something I'm going to continue to strive after day, rep after rep, and get to the place where we all want me to be, which is a really mature stance. And I love the giving myself some grace, that patience, because in game, like, you could tell, like, when he's pressing, like when he's trying too hard. He tried so hard and got so far, and that's when the ball sail, right? And just letting all these reps build into muscle memory and then trusting himself, it's a level of maturity that you don't see often, right? And it's really good, really honest, you know, talk here. Also, you know, all the rumors and consternations like, oh, Jefferson's throwing his helmet because he's mad at J.J. McCarthy, all that nonsense, where this is why First Take has ruined sports discourse across America, where everything has to be now, now, now. Every day is life and death. Every day is just overanalyzing stock market with the ups and downs. Everything is all or nothing. Every single day. Every single day is the Alamo. You can't just be like, let's give it a time, tranquillo, right? Because you can't say that on First Take or was it Get Up anymore. Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless back in the day. You can't come in there and be like, give him some time. How about Skip? How about we do 20, 30 starts and then see where he's at? Stephen A. No. That was terrible. But also, I feel like that's matriculated down, either consciously or subconsciously, to all of us normal Joe 12-pack fans, right? And now, as opposed to, let's give him some time. He's developing. He's working on things. He's literally breaking down his mechanics mid-season and trying to build them back up to win games for your stupid football team. Do you think that he wants to be inaccurate on purpose? Is that what's going on? Nah. But continue. McCarthy on talks skill guys so far this season. They've been awesome. I can't thank them enough for the patience, level, and leadership out of every person in that group. Them losing me every single day to be the best version of myself. Them letting me. And doing it in ways that a lot of people don't see. So, first off, like, how do you respond to that? Like, honestly, if Jefferson, Addison, Naylor, Hawkinson, Oliver, whoever was actually mad at J.J. McCarthy, how do you be mad at that? Like, McCarthy is just single-handedly taking ownership of the situation, putting it all on him, and it's like, another thing, you need to throw the... Okay, you're working on it. Yeah. And... the whole thing is before the start of the season, it's like, this is a freaking Lamborghini. The Lamborghini, then. All J.J. McCarthy needs to do, hands at 10 and 2, 2 miles an hour below the posted speed limit, drive. I can drive at 53 in a 55, and we'll be good to go. And that is still in play for the Vikings. Are the Vikings' playoff chances greatly diminished at 4-6? Yes, right? But if any team can get hot in the National Football League, if any team suddenly getting healthy at the right time, if any team is having a quarterback where you've seen he can freaking spin it, right? And if he makes better decisions, the accuracy is going to be there, confidence is going to be going through the roof. Kevin O'Connell actually runs the freaking ball. J.J. McCarthy actually takes off on 3rd and 5 versus just corking it deep. Because, hey, no matter win, lose, or draw, no team can get more hot than the Vikings right now. Still feel it in my bones, right? And if it clicks with McCarthy, it clicks, and it will go. It will go far with this freaking offense, man. So I love that McCarthy's standing up there, taking the slings and arrows, because, I mean, that's the number one topic in Minnesota right now amongst Vikings fans. Is JJ the guy or is he not? Some people already have their mind up both ways, right? I think that he's the guy. A lot of people wrote him off before he even took a snap with the Vikings because they didn't like the draft pick, right? But now we're going to get to see. I feel like things will even out. I feel like the Vikings are due to put a cruise. The Packers have been cruising for a bruising for weeks. And I feel like the Vikings, I mean, this is the perfect scenario for a guy like J.J. McCarthy. All the chips are down. Everyone's hating him. Everyone's expecting him to fall apart against a solid defense against Green Bay on the road yet again. And he's going to prove all the haters and the losers wrong. And it's going to be glorious. It's going to be good. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. McCarthy addresses the local media jackals talking mechanics. Let us know. Comment section. You guys are the best you know what to do. Skol. Production value.